Hey, what is happening? What is going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and yeah, supports me in the channel. But what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to try to create this pretty easy cinematic scene. It's pretty simple to do and it looks cool. So it's kind of like a sci-fi kind of scene, cinematic sci-fi kind of scene. But as you can see by the thumbnail, that's what we're going to create. So first thing, we're going to go Shift A and get a mesh, and we're going to get a plane. This is going to be our floor, our ground, that kind of stuff. Then what you want to do is you want to create those nice things that go here. So Shift A, and we want to get a cube. So cube, and then you just S, scale it down. It's pretty small. Go to Z, so top view, and scale it down a bit more, something like that. Then go G and bring it somewhere like that. Okay, and then click here and bring this up and go to X and let's bring it up pretty high. G, bring it somewhere like that. That looks okay. It doesn't have to be that big, but yeah. Then what you want to do is go Z and then add an array modifier. So just click here, go to modifiers, click array and add it there, and then we want it like that. So we don't want it to be like this, we want it to be 0, and then we can make it like 1.1 and it looks something like that. So what we want to do is maybe make it like 2, so there's a bit of a gap between them. Actually make it about 3, and that looks fine. So now if we go here, it looks like this, and then you can just click there and go to Z, click on them, which selects them all, go G and bring them somewhere like that, and that looks fine, and that looks good. Now what you want to do is you want to add these. So now our view will be like this, and what you want to do is add the slanted things to add some nice light over here. So let's go Shift A, same thing, get a cube, and then what you're going to do is you're going to scale it somewhere like that and something like that, and then go Z, G and bring it somewhere like this, then go G and bring it somewhere like that. Same thing, we're going to get a modifier, so boom, search for array, and then makes this 0, makes this 1, and like that. So let's make it 3 as well, something like that, and then what you want to do is you want to make these pretty big, and then what you can do is click on them and just rotate them a little bit, so something like that. That looks good. Okay, now if I go in here, this is what it looks like. So click on your camera. If you don't have a camera, just get one. So Shift A, mesh, add a camera if you don't have one. And now I'm going to go wide, and I'm going to change this to 1920 by 1080 and zoom in and see what that looks like. That looks pretty cool. Now what you want to do is make the world dark. So boom, bring this all the way down and click on your camera, and I'm just going to take it a little bit further back to somewhere like that. Okay, that looks fine. Now we want to get a light. So what you're going to do, because if I go here and I turn the world off, everything is dark. So we want to get a light. So let's go back here, Shift A, and we're going to use a nice area light. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to go to Z and go S and scale it up pretty big, something like that, and then G and bring it somewhere like this. And now you can see here what you want to do is go to X G and bring it up, and then go R to rotate it and bring it in like this so that it faces, and R, just bring it somewhere like this. And now Shift A, and we're going to get some volume. So mesh, cube, big cube, S, let's scale it up so it covers the whole scene, and can actually do it a bit more like that. Okay, then just rename it to volume so you don't get confused. Boom, and then go to shading. So click there with the cube, your volume selected, hit new, and go here, click on the principal VSDF, delete it, Shift A, type in volume, get a principled volume, plug the volume to the volume, and make this about 0.05. We can always change it later. And then let's go back here, zoom in, and if I go here, you can see everything is dark. So you want to bring your strength up of your area light. So click on it, and let's go to about 5,000. And now we're getting somewhere. Let's go to about, that's a bit too bright, so I think let's leave it at 5,000. And then what you want to do is add a material here. So you can use Blender Kit, or you can use real-time materials, up to you, whatever you've got. I'm going to use real-time materials. Just got better Sellfy material and something like this. And now we can get like a Sellfy material, boom, add it on the floor, and then bring your scale, make this like 100, make this like 50, make it smaller, and that's looking pretty cool. And then these we can also add a material on, so just go here, and it looks pretty good. Now you can also see what materials are on here. So let's add a material, so cube, same thing, let's just go with basic metal, and it looks pretty good. Now what you can do is you can bring your light up again, so maybe it's about 7,500. That's looking pretty good. And now if it's a little bit too dark for you, what you can do is you can just click on your second cube, which is your volume cube, and go to shading and make this like 0.02. Back to layout, and that looks a bit better. And now we can change the color of our area light, so make it like a blue. And if I go here, this is what it's going to look like finally. So let's just hide this cube. And then what you can do is you can add an object in here. So you can download one from Blender Kit, or I've got one here. I'm just going to import it. So here, GLTF, and he's here. Click on it. Boom. Import it, and now let's have a look. And there's the man there. So what we can do is we can click on it and rotate him. Something like that. Bring our cube back. Now what you can do is you could change the area light if you want. Make it a spotlight, and then you have to bring this up pretty bright if you wanted. You could do something like that, and you could bring the radius up, something like that if you wanted, to give it more of a, more of a kind of neutral kind of thing. If you want to be like that, or you want it to be orange, completely up to you. I like the blue. And that's basically the scene. If you want, you can always add a few other kinds of things, but yeah, if I hide the cube, so this one, I walk around, you can see this is what the scene basically looks like. It's just the light going through there. That's pretty basic. You could always add, you could change your field of view, so you could do something like that. This also looks pretty cool, but it's a basic kind of scene. I'm just teaching you how to use Blender a little bit. Hopefully this video is helping you. Like I said, it's a basic scene, but you could do some pretty cool things with this. Once this is set up, you could always add things into the scene. You don't have to just have a figure. You could add like a car. You could, it's endless. You could always make it a lot better, but yeah, I don't want to spend an hour trying to show you how to create a whole scene. If you want that, let me know. I don't mind doing hour-long tutorials. feel free to let me know in the comments and I'll do them. But I try and keep these videos as simple and easy to follow along as possible. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out Blender Kit. Check out the Patreon. I'll upload this to the Patreon and you can download it. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.